Have your thoughts been running wild lately? Take a second, close your eyes, clear your mind of all the clutter. Now take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now think about this. Had it not been for God on your side, where would you truly be? Just take a second to think about all the times God has brought you through. Now, open your eyes and listen to this. The simple fact is, it ain't over until God says it's over. You gotta know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Believe me, I know it may not feel like it right now, but please know that God sees what you're going through. I know your circumstances at this present moment might look dim, as mine does, but you must trust, and I must trust and know that God has a brighter future for us. Know that even some of those that have plotted against you or me, and even those that claim not to believe in God, are even turning to God in this present date and time. Some of you truly carry a powerful anointing and don't truly fully understand the anointing that you carry. And this is the reason that you've had to endure so many trials since birth, and maybe are even still enduring trials, because you are truly chosen by God. He chose to use you as one of his testimonies, and you must know that God is so proud of you because you have been faithful to him through it all. Even when you didn't or don't understand, you still trust God. Don't get me wrong, you may have had times where you may have felt like throwing in the towel. But you continue to press forward. And yes, you have had many sleepless nights and shed many tears, but you still kept the faith in God and no one else but God. Sure, you're going to have those who dislike you for no reason at all, but just know it's not even anything you did. They are jealous of you because they can't figure out how you've been able to bounce back no matter how many times they have tried to knock you down or have knocked you down. So that is what makes them angry and not like you. It's even just been times that you've gone through things that just happened. And being the type of person that they are or were forced to be, they were preying on your downfall, but it never worked, or it never works, and it never will work. They literally think it's something that you're doing, because you see, they don't realize or truly believe in the favor of God. But what they are secretly doing is sitting back watching your every move, trying to figure out how to be like you. You may sometimes think to yourself, they have way more things and money than you have. You even may be someone struggling just to make it. You may have even thought to yourself on many occasions, why are they always worried about me, being mean to me, or plotting against me? But the answer to that question is because they are missing God in their lives, because they shut him out. And yes, you go through things, but you always make it through because you chose to allow God into your heart. And the reason they are plotting and scheming is because they are truly unhappy on the inside. You see, money can't buy true happiness. And when it comes to you, you can take a licking and keep right on ticking because you have the joy of Jesus in your heart. So release all of your worries to God because you keep trying to figure it out when God has already worked it out. Think about it this way. When you were a child, every time you did something wrong, your parent or an adult would chastise you, or you would get put on a punishment. Now remember, every time you acted up, there were always consequences from your actions. It's the same way with God. When you're going through a situation, every time you put your hands back in the situation, instead of allowing God to handle it, he's going to remove his hands because you are telling him you have it and you don't need him. So therefore, when he takes his hands off the situation, it starts to get worse, which is a form of God chastising us. Now remember, God is not going to force any of us to come to him. It's our choice. And he is not going to force us to allow him to help us. But when you call his name, I promise you, he will be there. Also, remember, you got to trust God's timing, not your own. Some people say things like, I gave it to him, but he's taking too long, or he ain't done nothing yet, and that's doubting God. You must know and believe without a doubt that he can do all things. Here's the overall point of what I'm saying. God is God alone. He does not need our help to do anything. Jesus endured more pain and trials than we can ever endure. We shouldn't get angry or upset with God because we go through or have gone through things. The things to do is to learn from your mistakes. You know what? We can even learn from our trials. What I want to know from you is, are you going to stand for God? And I mean really stand for him. Are you willing to give him your life? Are you willing to give him your life? Are you willing to give your life to God completely? The same way that God gave his son's life for us. If you had a choice to choose your child or to choose God, who would you choose? If you had a choice to choose your life or God, what would you choose? I don't know about you, but I would choose God. Actually, I chose God because I have been in both of those situations myself. I'm not just talking just to be talking. And my choice was and will always be God. What will your choice be? Will you choose God?